Yeah. I know who you are, I know who you be. The average ignoramus got no clue what they see. They can't see the light cause they no use to the dark. I guess I had to be the voice to start proving my part. Man, the food for the soul is getting harder to find. In the world of blind artists, I just draw in my mind. Yo, I thought we lost them devils when we dropped them levels, but they was waiting for us to come to the top, how clever. It makes you wonder why they building tunnels underground, and why they making us as dumb as we become now. They tell us what we wanna hear, never what we need to. Got me thinking I'm the crazy one, but I can see through. Maybe it's the fear of the truth, that's to blame. They so used to being slaves, they rather choose to remain. If it ain't right front from them, then it's too far-fetched. Sad to see they can't see, maybe just hard to accept.
In this world of wondering, we not a minority. They got us wondering and pondering conspiracies. When I dream, I'm so free. When I'm awake, I don't sleep. I see visions. I be universal, divine. I believe in my soul. We can break out the mold, not to mention. In this world of wondering, we not a minority. They got us wondering and pondering conspiracy. Government conspiracy, I hate to be the cynical, but I'm living in America, this shit has gotten critical. I mean, what's the damn protocol? Every time I see a UFO, they keep us all in the dark about them unidentified flying objects. I've been seeing shit that I cannot comprehend, like when did Will Smith start dressing like Jaden? And why that boy Uzi Stone always pink as he playing? Why that boy Drake always wearing Nike, they paying? And what happened to that Y2K bug? Was it real? Did all the doctors really go to school to heal? Are we really not alone in this world, in this universe? Are they just keeping us out of the loop? Shit, it gets worse when you think about it. I don't wanna think about it. Every time I think about it, I think I'm starting to doubt it. I mean, who was that on the grassy knoll? And where is that shooter from Vegas that they can't seem to find? And what happened to JFK? Is it true what they say about MLK? And what about Prince? And what about Mike? And what about Left Eye? And what about Pop? And what about Bob? And what about Juice? And what about Nip? And what about X? And what about Mac? And what about Big? And what about Aaliyah? What about Pac? And what about Pac? And what about Doom? What about B? And what about Beck? And what about Dolph? And what about Vaughn? And what about Big Success? What about Guru? And what about Proof? And what about Fred? And what about Jack Dale? What about MC? What about Stack Bundles? What about Big L? What about Big Pun? What about Sean Price? And what about Lie? And what about Light? And what about Heavy T? What about G-Dep? What about Love Bug Starsky? And what about Marquee? And what about Prodigy from Wallow? Why y'all that box? What about Easy E? What about Freaky Town? What about Smiley the Ghetto Child? What about The Clips? What about Max B? What about True Life? What about Bobby Shmurda? What about